Yo! Wait, is that G-Stack's first one in here? My God! What's going on, G? Good to see you. What am I doing? Oh, get out of here. Get to the character I wanted to do here. So we're doing a little bit of TZ Pits, TZ Andy. And yeah, anyone hopping in here a little bit later. I assume you can hear me, by the way. If you can't, let me know. With my microphone problems recently. But, yeah. I'm actually splitting the streams into two today. For reasons I'll talk about in just a second.
Donated $9.99 through Super Chat.
Thank you, Casey.
Love you, Phil.
Very kind of you. Thank you so much for the $10 Super Chat. Ooh, yeah. Thank you so much. Appreciate the generosity. So I'm splitting into two streams today because I want to do Printer Friday, but I also wanted to do this right now. And man, streaming for 7 straight hours in my advanced age that I am now, you know, it's a bit much. So I'm doing this just a quick 2 hours here, and then I'm gonna come back for 3 later for the Printer Friday. But yeah, Tyrell's this stream, it'll be today, I promise. If I don't find Tyrell's Might today, the next time I stream, you don't have to hit the like button, okay? So that's how serious I am that I'm finding Tyrell's today. Race, welcome in. What's going on, Home Sparrow, Tubby, Gecko? What is up? What is up? G-Stack said I'll make sure I'm never first again. You'll make sure. Come on. This guy. This guy. Appreciate you, G. Perowski, welcome in. Welcome in. Heck, Perowski, welcome in. So when I'm not 100% sure, I do like to ask, is that like, am I pronouncing that correctly? Because you're in chat like every day. Is that like K-A-C Porowski, or is that like Kasparowski, or what's, what do you prefer on that, by the way? Schwa, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Ooh. Nothing I love than getting Jeff Bezos' money. Yeah. Doing pretty good, G-Stacks. I actually just got done doing the llama trivia. Went as expected, but, you know, it's a good time. Good time. Hopefully you're doing good, G. From Poland. Yeah. It looked like a Polish name, but, I'll tell you what, I'll just keep trying my best, and that's what it'll be then, I guess. From, so is that C making like an S sound? Is that what I'm understanding? Because Kasparowski isn't too hard, but I'm not sure the C. Cool guy. Thank you for the 12 months of Slayership. I will never die. Wait a second. Huh? No, I know what that's from. Promise me you'll never die. Fine. Gotcha. So, Kasparowski it is. Okay. That's as close as I get. Appreciate you, though. Good to see you. I seen you in chat the last, for a while, I should say, because I don't really know how long. But pretty much every day now. Plan for Phil this weekend? I don't know. Nothing, I guess. Working? Yeah, I don't know. I probably have something, but I always lose track, and the wife, you forgot about this again? And I'm like, yeah. You know how it goes, fellas. G-Stack says I won the llama trivia. That's cool. Gecko having some mic problems too. Yeah, so I'm using the. I got a Blue Yeti. It's like it was like 115 bucks or something. The blackout version was more expensive at the time too. I don't know what they cost now for this, but yeah. And I've had this for at least 5 years, probably longer. So, hope you find the Armor Today Chaos Theory, hopefully. That's what I, hopefully every day, but today's the day. A lot of mics now, unless you're like pro streamer, they have a lot that are like cheaper that even don't sound too bad. That are even, some that are, you know, like 50 bucks that sound pretty dang good. Even the old school like Blue Yeti Snowball little one, if you get some like free software to use with it, it can sound just as good as this pretty much actually. Stream 1 of 2. Yeah, so anyone hopping in here a little bit more recently, I'm doing 2 like shorter streams today. Because I just can't stream for 7 hours. I wanted to do TZ Pits here and TZ Andy. And then I want to do Printer Friday later like usual. So I'm going to stream for like just a quick 2-hour stream here. And then do the regular 3-hour Printer Friday stream later. So there's only like a 2-hour break in the middle, but I can't sit here for 7 straight hours anymore. Like, it's difficult and I don't want to, I guess you could say. Where were we here? Shonic Bomb saying, I found a SOJ in the pits. Mars Stony Tombs. There's some good luck right there. Yeah, so with my microphone, for some reason, it randomly... Actually, it didn't do it today. For whatever reason. But it just... It'll be working, I'll record a video, it'll be fine, and then I'll go live, and it'll say that my microphone... It'll show the audio spikes in the software, my streaming software, like it's getting the audio signal. But nobody will hear anything. And I just won't know, and people are like, this guy's joking with us, he's pretending like he's talking. We can't hear you, Phil. Not gonna get us. And I'm like, oh no, it's not working. And I'll just like mute my mic and unmute it, and then it'll work. But I don't know. I should just buy a new mic. I've had this one for a long time, and I could probably go for an upgrade at my content creation level or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? 2013 Griffins, Mr. Valorous found the other day, yesterday, I think. Okay, all right. I see you. It's pretty good. Couple percents off. Perfect. Locked, welcome in. Yo, yo. Smolp said, learned something from the trivia today. Yeah, I mean, me too. Every question they asked except for... every question that was asked. Kind of got one right. So that's one that I think I knew it, but you know, when you hear something one time 4 years ago, it's hard to be very confident in what you're thinking in your head, you know what I mean? If you know what question I'm talking about there. Smulps. Tough quiz, says Degenerate. Pretty tough, yeah. Apparently the meta is read the questions from the bottom up. That's pretty funny. Cool Guy's making a bone necromancer today for the first time in 24 years. Gotcha. Yeah, bone spear is pretty cool. It works pretty similar to any other necromancer, to be honest. Except you have to aim a lot more. Because obviously you have to direct your bone spears. Poison, you know, it's a lot like any of the other type skills like that. You just get close and make it happen. Damn, nose. itching today. Summons, of course, you just get close and wait for it to start corkscrew and everything. Bone Necro, you have to aim a ton. Aim the whole time. Have to line everything up to hit the things in a straight line, but yeah, it is good. It works good. Sly Dog said it's cool to see me on the llama trivia. Yeah, I do them once in a while. It's not a it can be a tough time because you put them on like Fridays during the day, and since I stream at night, I always take the Fridays to like cut the grass and stuff like that. Like do work around the house that I need to do, like. But today I didn't need to cut the grass because it hasn't rained a whole lot, so the grass isn't growing. Score, am I right? I do need to rotate my wife's tires, but it doesn't take too long. She's not home anyways, so. Oh wait, she didn't even take her car. I could have done it. Well, anyways, it didn't get done, so too bad. But yeah, I just decided to do one because I hadn't done one in a while, and you know. Also, I know I'm gonna get last place every time, so everybody knows more than I do. And or can remember more than I can. That's probably a lot of them today. Actually, I just never knew. Just stuff I would have never. Pretty tough questions, which is fine. I mean, we are people that make Diablo 2 content, so you know you don't want them to all be so easy that everybody knows all of them, right? But yeah, it's fun. Fun thing to do once in a while. Perhaps not a challenge with controller. Oh, so you're talking about your bone spear, cool guy? Maybe. You got the auto aim on controller? You just like spam the button, it'll just hit everything automatically for you? Ooh. I see ya. How many tears dropped last stream? I found 4 of them. Yeah. Unfortunately, they were the words, like the word on the armor was this strange green color. But yeah, there's 4 of them though. What's going on, Optimus? Just kidding. What's up, Atanis? What's going on? Annie as well. What is going on? I'm doing good. Hopefully you're having a good Friday as well. I'm feeling pretty good now. I was feeling rough earlier. I don't know what happened. I think I went to the gym this morning. I was working out. I haven't been lifting weights lately. I've been doing a lot of cardio because I don't want to hurt myself, and I tend to keep hurting myself whenever I lift for some reason. And so I did push day, so dumbbell press, overhead press with the barbell. Some other stuff, you know, ladder or cross. I don't even know what it's called, but you know, where you take and you come across like a cable fly, I guess you'd call it. Some other things too, but. And then I was leaving the gym, my head started hurting in the back, which means it's like something from my neck. Real rough. But, you know, I'm doing okay now, so. Yeah, please drop 2. Imagine if I found 2 unique Sacred Armors in the same game. I'd be so happy. Even though somehow it would probably end up being 2 Templars. Knowing my luck, but. Don't tell me it's impossible. My luck, it would find a way. Cricket, what's up? What's up? I don't know about all that, but oh, Degenerate up a minute ago here. I was talking about rotating the wife's tires. He said just put it in drive. Well, that's not exactly what I meant, but should have specified. Jeffrey says a low-rolled cereal is just Charsian. Oh, man, that's funny. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to look at this one more time. Not that it was good, I just wanted to look at it real quick. Good old Cutlass. Tried messing around with Black Hand's Key, the Grimward offhand combo. Very nice for bail runs. Black Hand's Key. I've never, like, outside of, like... Yeah, I don't think I've ever really used that. I'm trying to think of exactly what it looks like. I know it's like a... Usually a Necro Wand one, right? Don't remember all that's on it, but interesting. Let me pull that up real quick. I don't remember what's on there that you're talking that would... Maybe I misunderstood something you said. Black Hand's Key. So like Necro skills. Minus light radius. Hard pass. Just kidding. Yeah, no, I wouldn't think of using Grim Ward charges to, like, do anything, you know what I mean? What's up, Mom? What's going on? We'll have to... They implemented some new thing on YouTube. We'll have to get a new way to change your name, I think. I'll text you about it. I heard it's pretty easy to change. Grimward breaks physical immunities, right? Underused ability. Breaks physical immunity. I don't know if it breaks it. I know it, it like lowers the physical and like resistance of the monsters or something like that. On a breaking, I'm not sure exactly. I'm not sure exactly what it does exactly, but it does something with lowering the physical resistance of the monster, so... is it rare? Black Hand's Key? A little bit. It's class specific, I believe, so any class specific item is automatically, like, more rare than the same level of item that is not class specific, because class specific items drop at a lower rate. I forget how much, though, what it is, but it's not rare like D-Web or Tyro's Might. I mean, I'm just going to guess here. I don't actually know, but I would say it's like Shaco rarity. But most people would see it and just be like, eh. Death Sash, let's go! D4 class leak yesterday, says Biv. Yeah, I did see a headline about it. I mean, people were saying it was going to be Paladin for, like, since the game launched, so I don't know if that's really what it's going to be or not, but... Degenerate's still not in the top chat thing, somebody said there. I missed who. Oh, from Biv. Yeah, I did, from now I know to change it off of that top chat. And I don't know why the chat is automatically set to top chat instead of live chat, so you can't see who's... I don't know what's going on. But, yeah. Kek Porowski saying dropped it and sold it, talking about Black Hand's Key, I believe. Yeah, it's not one that people usually keep. Someone was talking about the charges you could use or whatever, so... Which I could kind of see, I guess, but... I could see how maybe there could be some kind of thing there, but already having amp damage, I don't know that I would be able to do that. I would take the time to do that, but yeah. I get you. Galback, yo! Welcome in. Hopefully you're having fun. with the kiddos. Kira's worth keeping. Not really. Unless you really want to use it. I mean, if you want to use it till it breaks, but... I mean, how could you ever Zod Akira's? Zod it? Yeah, really the only reason to keep an ethereal Kira's... I mean, I guess if you do use Kira's on a mercenary sometimes. The only time I ever would is on a mercenary, like, for Trav running, if you really want to keep your mercenary alive. I guess I would keep it, and I'd probably just it or something, and I'd only use it for... But I also wouldn't blame you if you're just like, I'm never going to use this. So, could go either way. But no, don't Zod it. Do not Zod it. Oh, Grimward stops monsters from casting? Interesting. So no Hydras in those instances and stuff? Okay. I guess I forgot / didn't know about that fact. I don't know which one. But yeah, interesting. They can't cast anything when you got Grim Warded, huh? So it's kind of like when you use Howl and they're running away because they're... It's like when you use Howl and they're running away so they can't cast anything. I guess it kind of makes sense. Didn't think about it. Appreciate you, Alex. Llama's cool, Logan. We don't talk trash about other people around here. Is this TZ Pits? That's what I'm rocking, that Cheerios. That's what I'm rocking right now, yeah, an offline single player.
Afternoon.
Curl asks, yo! Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Nothing. There's probably a few things. Maybe I'm exaggerating. But that's my catchphrase, so I'm going to say it anyways. There's nothing I love more than when someone gives me Jeff Bezos' money. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Crom, welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. I'm beard meets food type? I don't know what that means. I actually know who beard meets food is, but I don't know what me being that type means. I just get by on my good looks and charm? Is that what that means? I'm not really sure. How recent was the letter reset? Boy, I actually don't recall it, like, literally at all, so. How long ago that was? I should have got bonus points for showing my shaggy hair picture. That is a legendary picture. Legendary. Cryptic Axe, good base for insight. Yeah, I would, I'd be fine with that. I'm not too picky with insight bases. Like, at all, really. I make, like, pretty much your first insight, just make it in the very first 4-socketed polearm you can find, pretty much. Then if you want to step it up, make it in an elite polearm, like a regular white, well, not a white, but a regular Cryptic Axe, and then when you get later, if you end up finding one, make it in an ethereal polearm of some kind. I'm not too picky about what kind of base for insight. Avalio. Avalo, maybe? Sorry on the pronunciation, probably butchering it, my apologies, but gotcha. He just says the vibe or something. Just a vibe, a feeling. I'm picking up Shilling down, I guess. How about them Tigers? I haven't been following him much, to be honest. Ever since I canceled my cable television? Cable television. Like years ago, I haven't followed him too much. Just kind of listen to him on the radio here and there. Hello from Jan, what's going on? Jan Hansen from Denmark. Welcome in. Alex says it was June 20th was the last season. Okay. Wow, not even a month ago. Really? Wait, no, June. That's July, dummy. This guy. No good. Yeah, I had to... That was not smart, but that's fine. We'll move on. No reason to dwell on it. Sly Dog says, I'm very picky on my meditation aura level. I see what you did there. You said the opposite of what's true on purpose for comedic effect. I see. 16 med, Charcy. 17 or bust. Don't forget, hit that like button. Good call on that one. Don't forget to hit that like button. Appreciate you, Nightbot. Legend. Gotta remember to drop this gold off. Heard a chime. That tracks, yeah. Well, I mean, some other people, like, I know people that get the pack, like, for a long time, the Tigers, they were only on, and you must be a Tigers fan, I guess, or you just know I'm from Michigan or whatever, but they switched from the normal sports channel, Fox Sports Detroit or whatever, to Diamond Sports Network. So you have to get, or Bally Sports is actually what it initially went to. So you had to buy this Bally Sports package that was like $150 a month to be able to watch the Tigers. I'm like, no. The Tigers and the Pistons and the Red Wings, I think, were on those. I'm like, no way. Then I went to Diamond Sports, and then Amazon actually bought Diamond Sports. So now it's on FanDuel Sports. Yeah, there you go, Biv, exactly. And it's still some ridiculous package. I thought when it said it was coming to Amazon, I'm like, oh, we already got Amazon Prime. We can just watch the Tigers and the stuff now. Let's go. Nope. Cody says, oh, I missed a floss. Amethyst. Yeah, not too much loss there. Yeah, I do pick them up. You're right. I just missed it. No biggie. Listen to them on a radio and cable television should be etched in marble. What, like they're antique sayings that don't really get said anymore? That's what I should do. Listen to them on radio, like a boss. Just sit on the patio and the patio's furniture, just sitting out there, sipping on a summer shandy of some kind, like 3.2% alcohol, and just sipping and listening and sipping and ooh, maybe draft a fantasy fantasy sports team right now. What I should do one of these days. This sounds like an excellent relaxing evening, huh? Viv promoting the newest video. Yeah, what do I do with all those amethysts and rail runes? Check it out in my most recent video. Casey's got to go. See Fantastic Four. Interesting. Well, welcome in. Maybe we'll maybe you can hop back on during the Printer Friday later. See, Babbox resisting the urge to buy cable / the FanDuel thing so he can watch CFB. I should know what that means, but I don't remember. /wings on reliable source, huh? Yeah, I resisted it quite easily. I would just rather do other things. I kind of didn't watch sports as much on television as I used to anyways. You know, it's not what I do, I guess, anymore. it's pretty uncommon for me. Oh, college football, gotcha. It's uncommon for me to sit down and just watch TV, and like, unless it's like midnight and I can't sleep, or it's like 6 o'clock in the morning and I get up and like I can't come down here and start recording, and I'm like, ah, and everyone upstairs is sleeping still, and they can like hear me, and I'll wake up the kids and stuff, and the wife. Plus, I don't like recording stuff in the morning because I'm like, you know how it is. You know how it is. Jerpa saying there's a site he uses. Yeah, I know there's all different kind of sites to like steal stuff like that, but I don't know. I don't really care that much, but if I cared more to watch it, I guess I would, you know. Maybe if I found a site to watch out-of-market NFL games, that'd be nasty. Like the ones that ain't on TV. Need to cancel your Netflix, huh? Netflix is like the one that I wouldn't cancel personally, but just personal preference type of situation. But I only have, I mean, I guess we have Amazon Prime because my wife had Amazon Prime for like ever for the free shipping, and she's like, oh, wait, what? They have Amazon TV stuff on there? You know, like, this was years ago, of course, so yeah, we got that. I mean, geez, Disney Plus and Hulu, that, like, combo package, like, might as well cancel that one, to be honest. There's so many ads on that stuff, unless you get, like, the $32 a month package or whatever. Or $40 a month package, it's like, when it pops up to start a video or a show, it pops up, and then there's an ad that's like a minute long. And then it starts and has the timer at the top, and there's like a minute, there's like 2 minutes of ads. And I'm like, what, there's 3 minutes of ads before starting the show every time? And then it gets done with the ads and the show glitches and you have to restart it, and it shows the ads again, and you're like, oh my god. Maybe that's just me. Wolf said, didn't get the notifications. No! Yeah, YouTube is, they're schmucky bums. That's what I like to call them, because they are. Just schmucky bums. And they just decide whether they decide whether you want to be notified or not. If you turn notifications on and want to be notified, they don't believe you. They decide if you want to watch my stream or not. So, anyone who does definitely want to get notified when I post a video, whenever I go live, your phone will, bloop, oh, Phil's live, or, oh, we just posted a video, let's go! Make sure you join the Discord and have those notifications on. Literally, sometimes before my streaming software even, it's going through like the loading the stream, sometimes before it even shows my stream live, my phone will go off with the notification from Discord that I'm live, before my computer even says I'm live. Which is crazy. Ads are turning into those 30-second infomercials. Right? Yeah. Streaming services are turning into everything we hated about cable. Wait a second. You're telling me I'm paying how much a month for this service? And then on top of that, you're forcing me to watch ads? So I'm paying you so that to force me to sit here and watch ads? Like, what are we doing here? You know? What are we doing here? I forget, especially talking about NFL. I wish I remembered the numbers, but to watch, it was something like to watch every football game in the NFL. It would have cost, like at home on your television, it would cost you like $1,500 or something like that. I can't remember what a number that sounds ridiculous. Because they're all like, there's like 2 games on Peacock, there's like 4 games on Amazon, there's, you know. This year, I guess they're having a couple games on. Oh, didn't NFL Network is on YouTube TV or something? Or I can't remember what's all going on. Did ESPN buy NFL Network, and ESPN's owned by Disney or something? I don't remember. I have no idea, but something weird. Dang, dude. This is like the 3rd Sacred Armor I've seen today, but they're all not unique. paid TV replaced free TV. It wasn't supposed to have ads. That's the whole point, right? It is true. I mean, if you're paying for television, I get the channels that are like antenna channels. You know what I mean? The standard ones that you get for free. But like, yeah, any of the ones that you like pay to get as part of your television package, they shouldn't have ads. The same thing with the streaming services. Like, I'm paying you how much a month? Like, get these ads off here. Unless you pay $38 a month for Disney Plus or whatever it is. Nah. Whiny old man Phil here. Nah. Ooh, maybe. Well, 6 sockets. It's got the 3 skills. Superior. What are we putting in this for our Amazon, of course. I can't think of anything. Obviously not Breath of the Dying. It's not ethereal. Something that doesn't need Azad. Government looking to outlaw blackouts. Oh, well, that's like if the home games don't sell out, they won't show them on TV or whatever. I'll keep it for now and decide later. I'll probably just throw it out eventually. We'll see what happens with that, because we just eliminated the Consumer Protections Bureau, so I don't know how much consumer protection we're going to be doing anymore nowadays, but I think I've heard of that, Biv, but I don't know anything about it, really. Like, what was happening or what still is happening, or whatever, so I don't know nothing about it, so I guess I won't comment at all. Scott, welcome in. Silence? Ooh, yes. Well, I'm not sure. Does that go in anything? I can't remember. Yeah, box says throw it out later, but that never comes for you, huh? It happens. So, Deadeye, welcome in, Yo-Yo. Make the top chat auto go away. I know you must have some YouTuber superpower. No. Every time I come in, even when I'm reading the chat, it automatically goes to top chat, and I have to switch it to live chat to be able to read the thing, so. The YouTube platform is changing. Yeah, it's changing, and for the much worse. They keep adding things in that are worse and worse than they were before. It just keeps getting worse. Honestly. I don't even know what to say about it, to be honest. Like, how could anybody look at this top chat thing and think it was a good idea? So I'm worried, too, because when things are bad and they aren't that good and people don't like it and this and that, and even the lad features that aren't good, and if they changed them, they could be better. They never change it. They never get rid of it. They never go back. They never say, like, it'll never be like, oops, we shouldn't have done that. Maybe we'll just go back to how it was before. No. Or, hey, maybe we'll change this to make it different because nobody is using this feature that we want them to use. Instead, they try to force it down your throats when it doesn't. It's dumb and nobody wants it. Like how everyone's name says @ to their thing now. Instead of just having their channel name, they have this YouTube handle thing that you have to use now. Like, nobody wants that. They're just trying to force this handle thing down people's throats. But nobody wants it to use it. Because they're trying to make it YouTube more like, like Twitter or something, where you make posts and stuff. And how you post everything all the time on YouTube, you know what I mean? Like all your just text thoughts and stuff, But nobody wants it. Now they have this top chat thing. Nobody cares about it. Like, nobody wants this. Why do you want to ban people's chats? It makes no sense, but anyways. Sweet Falrune. Poor boy, congrats on that. Las Vegas Eagles fan saying, yeah, NFL has games on Amazon, YouTube, Peacock. Yeah, they're just everywhere. And of course, I don't know how it's working out this year exactly with somebody bought NFL Network. I forget the rights to show NFL, like, to the NFL Network video package or whatever you want to call it. So I forget who it was. If it was, I thought it was ESPN, which is part of Disney, but I could be wrong. But yeah, they're just all over the place, and yeah. Anyways. Yeah, ESPN, John. I thought so, but... 8k holy bolt damage. Sounds like a good number. Stop trying to make fetch happen. Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on here. Pretty much what's going on. What's the first build you're rocking when you build your Merc Infinity on single player? I don't know. I rotate my builds around so much, like I don't remember what I had done first or anything. Like a sorceress of some kind, I'm sure. But whether it was Blizzard or whether it was Nova or whether, you know, I don't remember. Well, it wasn't Nova because Nova wasn't, I don't think Nova was rebalanced yet when I first got my Infinity on single player for D2R. Actually. Cabs Bass saying it happened in my chat, that handles thing, but it's not in anybody else's chat that you've been to. Yeah, YouTube usually rolls things out like that. I'm not sure why and why I got picked first for this, which is disappointing, I guess. I mean, maybe. I hope I'm wrong, but usually this is what they do. They roll this out to like 10% of like people on the platform. And then like 2 or 3 months goes by and then they roll it out to like another like 20 or 30%. And then 2 or 3 more months goes by, and then they roll it out to everybody, like the other 50% of people that stream on the platform that don't have it yet. So, I hope they go, oh wait, this is going over terribly. Let's just not do that. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. But there is no setting for me to turn it off or anything. I haven't. Maybe I'll try to find some time to look into it after, like the second stream tonight or something. I got some other stuff I got to do too, but. I haven't looked into it a whole lot. I don't know why mine has it and other people's don't, so. Ginger's got it too. It's only Diablo 2 streamers that it happened to. Only people that are playing Diablo 2. Could be. Vilk Nexus. Watch a few of your videos. I wanted to say you've improved the way you explain, and it's easier for me to understand what you're saying in the videos now. Makes sense, but yeah, I'm glad you know, at least the videos are improving. That's always a plus. Yeah, definitely talking to people while I'm streaming and stuff gives me a better idea of how to explain things, and I just am better at talking on camera. Because it's actually very strange talking to yourself in your basement all day, right? Appreciate you. Nexus, appreciate you. If a business isn't losing money, they change nothing basics. Yeah, well, if that's actually not true, because you got the people who run businesses are, you think of business people as being smart and like this and that. They're actually very stupid. And they're in a bubble and they don't actually know anything. And there's all these people around them that are like a software engineer or something, or the person that's like working on programming and putting together these live chat and whatever, improved chat or whatever it is. Those people, if they aren't doing something, then they don't need them, so they will lose their jobs. So they have to invent things that they're quote unquote fixing or changing, you know, even if it's not broken. They have to keep doing things or their job to justify their jobs. So what happens is, it's referred to as, and it's kind of a swear word, I don't usually swear on stream, but it's referred to as the enshittification of the entire internet. Because all these people who program and design websites and stuff, they all have to justify their jobs perpetually. So if things aren't changing, they're going to get fired. So they have to make up things, and they're changing things that work fine into things that don't work fine. It's very annoying. And the people who own the business stuff are too stupid to realize that if you have a good thing, you don't necessarily need to change it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, am I right? Inventing problems, exactly. That's my take anyways. I'm not fully attacking anyone who disagrees, but that's my belief on it. What's going on? Welcome in. They won't change it back even if people don't like it. They'll make something else. Probably, yeah. Because I mean, those programmers, they can't admit defeat. They can't admit that they did something terrible, that they did something bad, right? That's the way I view it, anyways. Is there any builds you try and just don't enjoy much? Not like crazy, I guess, but I don't really like Bone Necro all that much, to be honest. It's not bad, and I usually use Bone Necro on a playthrough just because it kind of, on a playthrough, I feel like it just handles and works the best, but I don't like the, you know, relative to other builds in the game, I guess. I can't really think of too many. I guess the Fire Druid I really don't like that much, to be honest. But obnoxious. He probably just wasn't making enough money to justify it anymore, I'm guessing. He wasn't making enough money to justify stealing clips from other people and then making his own videos with them, I guess. Only speculation, though. I don't know for sure. Let me try to catch up. I'm getting a little behind here. My bad. Hammered in to help regen mana. So, most people, you'll have 1 point into redemption. What a lot of people do is, like, throw their hammers. And then usually I would keep redemption on my battle orders hand for a hammered in. And I'll switch over to it, and it'll bring up my mana, and then switch back to my hammer's hand again and teleport around. And then when I take out the whole pack, I'll switch over to redemption. Boom. Also, you can insight on your mercenary, of course. Let's see, you try to take out D-Clone. Not as easy to pull off as I make it seem. 87 Blizzard Sword. Yeah, that should be... I mean, an 87 Blizzard Sword should be kind of good to rock there. I mean... Yeah, I mean, like what I always do. Sometimes it can take a minute, like, of your mercenary swinging and keeping them alive, but he just has to land one hit and just stay out there. I know sometimes if you come back to town when they have Prevent Monster Heal, it'll undo the Prevent Monster Heal or something, so... I forget if maybe if you pop a portal out there, it counts as like an instance. I forget exactly how it works with different situations, but... If you get Prevent Monster Heal on him with an 87 Blizzard Sorceress, you should kind of be good to go. So, I'm not sure. Sorry to hear that, though. Matthew, thank you for the $5 super chat. If it ever is going to pop up over here. Jeffrey likes Fire Druid because it, mage that's not spammy. See, I don't like Fire Druid because it's like the opposite. It is kind of spammy because you have Molten Boulder, you're throwing boulders, you're putting down Fissure, you're popping up Volcano. The fire thing that rains down, you got hit all the time because it only lasts like a minute, if I'm not mistaken, or 30 seconds or something. So I feel like you're spamming all these hotkeys all the time. That's what I feel anyways, but... let's see, we'll go Quad Shot. What's up, longtime lurker? Reason you're going foe versus singer or a horker or something? Just variety. I play all the different builds, so I usually use one build for about a week, maybe a week and a half while I'm streaming, and then I switch to a different one, and then I switch to a different one. You know, so next week I don't have it lined up or planned, but I just kind of pick something. Next week I might do some Necro build. The week after that, maybe I'll rock some Amazon. Then I'll do a Barb after that, so. Just a little bit of everything. What builds next, Gabriel asked? While I was saying that, I think you popped that in there. Not sure. I got no plans. I don't pre-plan it, really. I just, last minute, I'm just like, what do I want to do? Okay. Also, what haven't I done in the last, like, 4 builds that I streamed? I don't like doing the same, doing it like Novasaur than doing like Faux Pally and then going back to Novasork again. I like leaving more time between, you know. Have you ever made a build that can clear everything in the game? I mean, yeah, for sure. There's a lot of builds now. After they added Sunder Charms in, there's a ton of builds that can clear everything. Puns. Bow Pally. Ooh. There you go. Jabba's on. Yeah, I mean, there's kind of a lot of things nowadays that can clear everything, huh? Anything updated on the Pally? No, there's not really anything updated. I link on YouTube to the build guide for this video, and it's a video I made from like 3 years ago, you know, so there is nothing updated. It's just super completely standard, like, Paladin gear. All the same stuff you'd use on a Hammerden gear-wise there, Dar. You know, it's Shaco, Heart of the Oak, Spirit Shield, Enigma, you know, it's all super basic. Nothing interesting at all. Where are we at here? I missed too many. Did that ever pop up for Matthew? The notification for his $5? No, I think about it. I didn't see it. Maybe I missed it. But either way, want to shout you out one more time because I don't think the notification came up. But either way, Matthew, thank you for the $5 super chat. I don't think the text to speech ever came up. I don't know how I would have completely missed it like that. How am I keeping track of my Grail? I have an app program on my computer that I used, but I'm gonna be honest, I haven't looked at it in years now. This is shocking and it's disgusting, but it's literally been almost 2 years now that the only item left on my Grail is Tyrael's Might. So it's easy to remember. Oop. And the app I use, I don't really recommend other people use it because there's actually like 12 other things nowadays that are better than what I used. But yeah. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird, Wolf. Unfortunate. The Udar Necro, the Summon Necro is the next thing you want to try for doing Ubers. Legendary. The only annoying part is if you don't clear the whole thing in time, which usually when I did it, when I've done it in the past, I didn't clear it all because I think the summons, they only last like 2 minutes or something. The revives. So then I'm like, oh great, and I had to go find some other area that had more of them to finish it. That was real dumb. Real dumb. Biv, you're not allowed to make that joke. Biv up a minute ago. Have you ever tried using Lightning Sorceress in Infinity with Infinity in the Cast Sanctuary? I have. That's an old deep cut on the Sweet Phil. That's some old Sweet Phil lore right there. Faster cast rate makes or breaks the Faux Pally? I'm not sure. I feel like that really does not. I'm confused if I'm misunderstanding here. Because Fist of the Heavens doesn't really matter much with FCR. Because it has to delay anyways. Obviously this one casts faster, but like I don't even have a high breakpoint on mine. So yeah, I don't know. Good old Daryl Shell. Huh, I don't know. Maybe I misunderstood something there. Nick uses Gomule's Flavy report. Yeah, there's a ton of better ones out there. The one I use I don't even recommend to people really anymore. So ton of them out there, other Grail trackers and things like that. Prom got Cheer's Mind a few weeks ago, huh? 2 minutes till TZ. Oh, it's right now. Hold up. I was behind. Jeez, I wasn't paying attention. Look at Phil here, not paying attention. That's different. Thanks a lot, chat. I would have been over running TZ Andy already if it wasn't for you guys talking all the time. I'm obviously kidding, by the way. Phil just doesn't pay attention. D2 Karen. Can't kill physical or cold immunes. Doom at next. Boy, let's see. I'm not sure what to recommend there. I'm not like an avid Doom maker, you know, so. And you're talking about for a Wind Druid? A Doom for your Wind Druid. I generally would not do that. If you're endgame Wind Druid, I would just not farm areas that you can't kill stuff, personally. That's my go-to. I'd just steer clear of those. Oh!
House One donated 50 Brazilian reals through Super Chat. Still, I follow your channel. Thank you for bringing excellent highlight videos. I'm a fan of your live streams and videos. Any tips on places to try my first SOJ? I have a Javazon and do a lot of...
Oh, too long got cut off by the Texas speech, but thank you for the 50 reals. Ya legend. Ooh. Tips for SOJ. So, ooh, this is actually a rare item, being the Giant Thresher, Stormspire. Rarer than it generally is good. It's an interesting one, though, right off the bat, though. I think that's a TC87, actually, so it's like, you know. So, tips for SOJ. There is one spot that is, like, cream of the crop. If you're on offline single player. Nightmare Andariel on high players count with massive magic find. If you're online, though, to try to find an SOJ, there's not going to be something as good as players 7-8 high magic find Nightmare Andariel on single player. Your best bet is going to be trading online, to be honest. Beyond that, you could just run Hell Andariel online and kind of hope for the best. But it's, you know, it's far from guaranteed. I think if you do high players count on single player offline there, and you have like, you can stack a lot of magic find doing Nightmare Andy because she's really weak. If you have a high level sorceress, you can have like 600 magic find. I think it's like 1 in 600 runs to find an SOJ or something. So, oh, there you also good call, Biv. If you want a little more explanation than what I just did there. A classic. Best place to find SOJ. Oh! See, the other day our Andy was a little bit slow, but there's that Stormspire, and now 2-socketed 27 on the all-res there. Crown of Ages. Ooh, yeah. That's cool. Let's go. That's cool. Have ever tried dual spec Fireball Nova? I have tried it for a very short time. I tried it before making a video, and I talked about it slightly as part of that video, and I wanted to make sure I played it and stuff, so I'm not like an avid player. So you have a Javazon, do a lot of Mephisto Hell, Players 8, big hugs from Brazil. Appreciate you once again there. Vita, is that Vita OZ1? Vita, appreciate you once again for the huge super chat. Yeah, hopefully anything, any device there helped you out. And maybe if you check that video out, hopefully it'll help you out. SOJ is harder than it seems, so. Fabox says every Crown of Ages he finds is just one-socketed. Unfortunate, am I right? Vitor, gotcha, okay. Gotcha. Pal's Amulet? Maybe? Never is. It's crazy how uncommonly found I find that thing. So you play offline. Yeah, so offline single player, good. And yes, no doubt 1 billion magic find on a sorceress running Nightmare Andy is 100% the way you want to go. And you could probably... I've found it anywhere from, like, on the first few runs I got lucky and found an SOJ. One time it took me 1,500 runs, which is, like, a lot of time. So... which is, like, a couple dozen hours. It seems so. Best hybrid Sork starting hell. So if you're going into hell, really I would do mostly what I'd kind of recommend is what I kind of go to now, which it's not even like my own genius smart thing that I discovered. Oh my gosh, he just got nuked. It's not some genius smart thing that I discovered. I copy off what the speedrunners do because they know more than I do. And for the most part, you do mostly Blizzard. And then you put some points 5 to 8 into Hydra. And pretty much anything that's immune to cold, you skip it. Unless it is like Lord DeSace you have to take out, of course. Or one of the Ancients you have to take out, of course. So. But the biggest tip I can give you, anybody, everybody, for hell difficulty, the immunities. I mean, especially if you're a sorceress. Teleport past anything you just don't want to fight. You don't have to kill anything except for... I think if you're like real good, if you know how to do Bale Wave skips, which is really hard to do. Like even speedrunners don't get them all perfect. You only have to kill like 20 monsters in the whole game. Maybe it's even less than that. I added it up one time. There's so few monsters in the game you actually have to kill, so... Yeah, Orb Hydra's not a bad choice either. That could be, to be honest, maybe for newer players, or, you know, people that just don't want to try too hard. To be honest, Orb Hydra is probably a easier option, to be straight up. Because you only got you got Orb, the one synergy, and then Cold Mastery, of course, so you can kind of dual spec easier with that one. Gecko says the Platinum Trophy is next to impossible to achieve. Yeah, I wasn't sure exactly what that was, what that entails for PS5, but I assume you have to find every unique in the game, like a Holy Grail, essentially. Mended Hornet, welcome in. What is up? Welcome in. Big City says he'll trade me 2 Tyros Mites for 2 Crown of Ages. Yeah, I've probably found Crown of Ages. It's at minimum 10. Minimum. Probably more like 15 or 20 to be honest. Nokazans. Let me double check over here. No, in my luck, I skipped something important. Do you have multiple of each character types or just respec? I just respec. So I utilize in Diablo 2 on PC. In the Battle.net launcher, you can type in -enable respec, and you can respec as many times as you want to just for nothing. You just do it. You don't have to farm tokens and stuff. So that was a feature that was available to like the most popular mod for LOD, which was for offline single player Pluggy. On Pluggy for offline, you could respec all the time. So they added it here for D2R. So I use that. Yeah. And there's my video all about it. It is pretty crazy that I have videos about everything. It's crazy. Appreciate you, Biv. Absolute legend and a unique wired fleece. I've probably found almost 100 of these by now before finding Tyros Might, but ooh, 152. I feel like it's a low roll. Don't remember exactly though, but Gladbane, a cool, super awesome looking item. Super cool item, fine. Super cool. I definitely have enough of these, though. Static carries you through most anything. Talking about Sorceress on even like on a playthrough, Nick, I believe, is referring to from a comment we were talking about a minute ago. Static is awesome, yeah. Yep. Lycanders, whatever. Don't forget, YouTube, hit that like button for me. Be muchly appreciated. Muchly, bigly, greatly appreciated. Someone said stream buffering. I don't see any problem on my end, but who knows? Who knows, really? I would just say maybe just refresh. If you're on a browser, like on your PC, just refresh the browser. You can never fail with the turn it off and turn it back on again, am I right? Ward. It's kind of a rare one once again. Elite base for Spirit Ward Ward. Spirit Ward Ward. Anybody need that cold absorb? Actually has Fade when struck too, huh? How about that? How about that? Interesting though. This one's Fist of the Heavens Paladin, Toasty. Fist of the Heavens Paladin. First Treasure. 225 ED? Treasure. What's a Treasure? Thresher? Treachery? Is it supposed to be I'm not sure what that is there. Sweet Phil cooking video. Still waiting on it, Pathless? Gonna be waiting a while. Treasure. Something like that. Are you talking about Reaper's Toll? Maybe? A unique Thresher? Oh, okay, yeah, Reaper's Tool. You're getting auto-corrected like a beast over here. Yeah, so 225, is that good? I don't remember what Reaper's Toll goes up to. Is 225 the max, actually? Is that some weird one that's like, I don't remember. Maybe it goes to 240? What goes to 240? I don't remember. I'd have to Google it. So I would just say type Reaper's Toll into Google and see what it tells you. Yeah, not that I'm trying to be like, why don't you just Google it, bro? But yeah, that's what I would do. Goes to 240. Yeah, oh, man, I can't believe I remembered that one. It's actually because like 2 weeks ago I forgot that, so. Jutton just got the ward as well. So it's a elite base, so it should be kind of rare to find, huh? Customize a build around that shield, the Spirit Ward. I don't even know what you would do with it, really. I mean, when do you need... I mean, getting the Fade to proc is kind of cool, I guess. Maybe something on like a Zealer or something? You get Fade? When do you ever need Cold Absorb, though? Like... There's all res on it. But a Zealer, a non-pally shield? I mean, I don't know. Maybe, you know, some kind of barb with the one-handed? I don't know. I think there was a charm there that I just nuked, but oh well. Item filter. Bobby, loot filter would be nasty. You ain't wrong. Two Phil's cooking first video. Well done steaks, tofu, and ketchup. What do you think, I'm rich? Well done cube steak. That a 245 Cruel Greater Claw, of course. I can't find my Cruel Ogre Maul of quickness, but a Cruel Greater Claw. Blades of Ice and Cobra Strike. Kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. What is that worth? 5 jaws, you think? How much damage did that actually come out to? Wasting 7 minutes here, but 62 to 127, yeah. I'd never use that for anything. Didn't the Shaco used to have 200 defense on it? Shaco was reworked. What did it have on it? It had... Instead of having like 100 to life, because right now it does have life and mana based on character level, I think. It used to have like 40% life or something like that. It probably had other stuff too, but I know that was one of the questions in the llama trivia. I think the first one I did, and I didn't remember it, of course. Something crazy on it. Faucet floppy bacon. Come on, this guy. Nope, 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 nope. Well done steaks, but I always cook my bacon to medium rare. Yeah. Wait, you guys eat well done bacon? Get out of here. Gross. Jeez. Might as well eat your own shoe. How do you guys like your bacon? Medium rare? Most people do, right? Seraph's Hymn. Seraph's Hymn's kind of a, you know, neat one. Kind of a rare amulet. Good old that thing. Shark skin belt. Bacon should be cooked till it's completely black. Ah! Two to skills, 50 MF. Yeah, 40% max life, says Biv. It looked like he looked up what the old 08 Shaco was. 40% to maximum life. Somebody feed Phil. No, I'm actually pretty full. What was that? My mom? Not mom. Might as well. No, my wife. Oh, hold up. Talk about what my wife bought for dinner the other day. 10% is perfect, right? That's what you're looking for? On the fizzy Sunday. Ooh. Isn't this the rarest one that there is? The physical Thunder Charm is the rarest one, right? Perfect. Too high pitch, I gotta lower it. Perfect. Somebody feed Phil's a Netflix show. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Matthew says, cook the bacon slow and then let it dry out to a perfect medium. What was it that my wife bought? She went to Costco and bought like a pre-made. Is it an enchilada thing? So you just take the tin, put it in the oven. Pull it out when it's done. But yeah, I ate like way too much of that today. Another razor tail. That 2 runs in a row or a couple or 1 run in between. Energy shield Ormus. There you go, big city. Yeah. Raw bacon vodka shot. Eee. Hard pass. Hard pass. Microwave bacon's the only way, says Pathless. I don't know about the only way. My mom used to do that back in the day. I have never done that personally myself. I always do it I do my bacon in the oven. Just put it on a sheet pan, pop it in for 18 minutes, pull it out, done. Slapshot said he's a medium rare type of bacon guy. Isn't it wild? Some people want their bacon chewy, but then if you cook a steak to medium, it's like, oh, geez, what are you still chewing? Jeez, how do you even eat it? Just funny. 13 to Arctic Blast. Ooh. Agra. No, I have not seen Snoop Dogg's recipe. No. JB says my tummy worms. Your tapeworm prefers the bacon rare, huh? Good old Shadow Plate. Another one of the rare ones that's, you know, it's the Elite base. Steel Carpus. You can find these ethereal, actually, which is nasty. I've found them ethereal before. And they have, like, we'll just call it a lot of defense. How important is defense on here? I don't know. But it's got repair durability on it already, so it's just interesting, you know? Guess I need more magic find. Don't want to eat rare pork? Dude, I've watched some cooking shows and stuff. They're literally like, I don't like my pork chops cooked past medium and stuff, and I'm just like, like they're talking about the pork chops like they talk about steak. Like, you know, you still want it pink in the middle, like cooked till like 130, and I'm like, oh my god. It's crazy. The Ice Man, what's going on, Iceman? Welcome in. Good to see you. I don't know. I guess from what I've heard, the whole pig getting like worm brains or worms in your brains is like something that used to happen like hundreds of years ago, but nowadays it doesn't really happen in non-third world countries. But I'm gonna be honest. I could not imagine eating medium rare pork chops. Like, you know, like I get, oh gosh, makes you just, ugh. That being said, I don't even eat my steaks under well done, so I usually ask for double well, but let me know in chat if you think double well done is a good idea on a steak. Give me the prime rib double well done, please. Can you cook it a second time? Like, you know, kind of like toast. I mean, toast is good. You cook bread one time and you're like, know what? Cook that son of a bitch again. And it's awesome. Maybe steak could be the same way. You cook it all the way through and then you just cook it again, just like toast, and boom. It's like great. I love trolling you guys. Especially about well done steaks as well. So many dislikes on the stream right now on YouTube. I'm joking. I don't order double well done steaks. Yeah, so how this happened is I'm not particularly good at grilling my own steaks. So I was trying to explain to people, okay, I overcooked a steak, you know, or like one spot on the grill's way hotter than the other, so one ended up overcooked, and so I gave the one that was cooked right to my wife, and I don't mind overcooked, you know, whatever, it's not that bad. And people were losing their minds. Losing their minds. How did you even eat it? I can't believe you're even streaming. If you cooked this well-done steak a month ago, I can't believe you're not still chewing it. Blah, 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 blah. So now it's like a channel joke about I talk about well-done steaks all the time. Normally, if I go to a restaurant, I ask for a medium. Personally. That's what I aim for when I cook, but if I had to choose between a steak that was slightly overcooked, like medium well, or a steak that was medium rare, I would take the one that was slightly overcooked. I don't like a rare steak. still a little bit cold in the middle. The inside's like under, like it's less than like body temperature. No, get out of here. Good old razor switch, the goat of playthroughs right there. Oh my gosh, I could not believe when we found this at Act 2 of normal in that one playthrough for ladder reset how nasty this thing is actually. Pretty crazy. Better than Spirit with a shield, like a Spirit Sword with some shield. Legit, it's like awesome. Underrated right there. Still mooing. Get him, Chiseler. Get him. Yeah, that 50 all res is nasty. And then 175 to mana actually is like, keeps your mana up a ton. It's crazy. Iceman saying 3 minutes per side. It's all you need. Yeah, I'm not one of those, 3 minutes doesn't sound like enough to get it to medium, personally. I don't know if it is or not. Not a chef. I just was explaining how I cook things wrong all the time. I'm not picky with food though, like, wait a second, this is 2.5 degrees warmer than medium rare. I'm not eating this. You know, I'm not very picky. Stunner says, imagine the chef if he gets a well done steak sent back asking to cook it more. I went to a place with a guy back in the day. It's like, it was me and like 4 dudes, and we were all just getting dinner before we were doing whatever we were doing. I think we were going to see one of the new Jackass movies at the time or something. But the guy ordered a steak, and he's like, I want it cooked well done. And when I say well done, I mean like, why can't that be cruel of evisceration? He's like, and he told the waiter, he's like, when I say well done, I mean like all the way shoe leather done. He's like, sir, it could end up charred. And he's like, yes, char it, please. And they sent it out, and he's like, blank. He starts swearing. He's like, they didn't cook it enough. He cut into it, and it was like ever so slightly pink in the middle. I don't think he sent it back though, but he kind of wanted to. How does Iceman like his steaks? I think he said medium rare up there a minute ago. The Iceman. Yeah, G-Stacks likes his still mooing. Yes, G-Stacks is one of those people that just absolute savages, right? He thinks that, like, the second that you eliminate a cow, the second you put down a cow, the body temperature of the cow is too warm for the steak. That's too hot. He needs it cooler than that. That's how he likes it cooked. Ugh. But to each their own. Kind of gross. Microwave steak. I've never cooked a steak microwaved from original. I've cooked steaks and then like, you know, maybe you buy a pack and it's like 3 small little, whatever you call them, steaks. And, you know, I have one and the wife has one, and we put one in the refrigerator, and the next day. I mean, I've eaten cold steaks before, but, you know, you just warm it up in the microwave real quick and kind of like overcooks it a little bit, but it's what it is, you know, so. Good old Bone Flame. Oh, there's a pretty rare one once again. Coming into this clip, talking about well done steaks. The only true way to cook one. I'm joking. Good old Bone Flame. Good old boiled steak. Yeah, I mean, it can be done. Good old budget enigma right there. Raw steak minced. Yeah, I mean, there's this one called beef tartare, I think is what it is. It's a French thing or something. But I wouldn't recommend that. Cody goes off the temp. Yeah, I think 130 is like rare. I'm pretty sure. Medium rare or something. Not sure though. I don't have the temps memorized. I don't like I said, I'm not too picky. If I was that picky, I'd buy a thermometer and really worry about it. Considering about once every 4 months that I'll buy a steak from the grocery store and cook it, I'm not worried about it. Viv said that Bone Flame is another rare one. Last, like 10 or so that everyone has in their grail. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I find them... I found it pretty early in mine, I think. Hard to remember, though. It's been so long since I only needed Tyraels, it's hard to remember. Hour and a half to the weekend Mustang. So you get off at 5 Eastern time anyways. Congrats. Oh, I forgot to use static and didn't drop a meteor on her head. Really messed that one up. All for a perfect Mara's, and I'm about to get taken out here. My God. We'll just use a potion. They drop sometimes. What? Anything hiding in here? Anything hide? Don't look like it. I'm not Shaco. I'm just rocking full towels. So that's kind of what I wanted to do. Mr. M. Riley saying it needs a Griffins. Yeah, best of luck on that. That's a huge one to get because it's so useful, right? Nunari. Sorry, I didn't see your comment from a minute ago there on Twitch, but yeah. 5th. Andy's Helm. Nohaz. They're probably pretty similar in rarity, so yeah, it's unfortunate. I think. Kind of like this Stone of Jordan. Oh. Don't forget YouTube, 250 between Twitch and YouTube, but on YouTube, make sure you guys hit that like button for me. That'd be just great. And yeah, Twitch, make sure you guys drop a follow. Catch some of the future streams as well. Chisler up here a minute ago saying the FDA keeps you from dying from eating raw beef, but that's a lot to put your trust in the government. Yeah, beef is like one of the, and I mean, it's one of the most regulated food products in the country because of like something happened in the 80s and like 9 kids died because of a beef problem. But yeah, I don't know about nowadays trusting the government to regulate anything, I'll be honest. I feel like they probably all got doged. What? Keeping people from dying from eating raw meat? We don't need these people. Yeah, nowadays the thing that everyone gets sick from is lettuce, huh? I watched there was a documentary, and you know, documentaries have their own agendas, but just the fact that there's any place in the country where they literally hold up lightsaber, Azarath. Lightsaber. Yeah, we'll skip it. Like pig farms right next to lettuce plants or whatever you call it. Lettuce plants? Lettuce fields? And like, I didn't know this on pig farms. They obviously, like, all the pig crap and stuff all goes into one retention pond, and then it'll like rain and the pond will like almost overflow. And they just have these sprayers that just suck up all the crap, literally, and spray it out into a field. And then the wind blows while it's spraying it out in the field, and it's just like wafting it all over directly onto the lettuce, like the vegetable fields and stuff that are right next to it. Like, oh god. There's people that live next door to it, and the side of their house, they gotta spray it off once a week because it's covered in just crap, literal crap. It's crazy. Any weekend plans? 80 cent Jack. Not really that I'm probably forgetting something, but I don't really think so. Any yellow items that could roll sick from Andy? Yeah, I mean there are, but the rare items are like, you have to ID like thousands over the course of like years, and you might get one that's like kind of good. Kind of annoying, but 34 Geeds, congrats there. 2 NFL preseason games today. Interesting. Yeah, I guess I didn't know that. A lot of the preseason games aren't on TV, so I guess I don't follow it too much, but, you know, keep track of the news. Documentaries definitely slanted. Yeah, I mean, no one usually makes a documentary with no... I mean, every person has an opinion, so there's going to be a flavor on every opinion no matter what, so... Good old Glorious Axe. This is one I want to get a build around here. The Executioner's Justice. It's so unfortunate that Whirlwind doesn't proc things like Decrepify. So you'd have to, like, use Concentrate or something. But it's such a cool name, huh? Such a cool axe. Oopsie. Yeah, Netflix does documentaries for everything. I gotta get to watching those, they made a whole series of train wrecks, like documentaries. Which aren't about actual real-life train wrecks, but like, they made a few that were train wreck, and it was about, like, the 99 Woodstock and a couple other things, and now they do about all different kinds of stuff, if anyone didn't see them, so. First Death Fathom. Nice! Nick, congrats on that. Ethan just got that legendary green Sacred Armor. Well, I'm not the only one. Ooh, Vortex Shield. Alright. Let's see. This one can roll with multiple different socket, right? We want 4. Well, we got 3. I think it can get 4, right? Or can it get 2 or 3 sockets? Is that what it is? Or can it get 4? Maybe it can only get 2 or 3, actually. I don't recall. Chat knows for sure. Let me know in the comments. That's cool. Either way, I have all, like, essentially perfect stuff for that, but it can get 4. Oh, someone says 4, someone says 3. Oh, 3 with a garbage can. Okay. It can get 4, okay. Yeah, I didn't remember, but... George said he saw the Poop Cruise one. Yeah, I did watch that one. That one wasn't as, like, train wrecky as... But I remember when that happened, yeah, not that long ago. Like, I mean, kind of long ago, but not crazy long. That one wasn't as drastic as, you know, some other ones I'd seen. I want to see the Area 51 one. I remember when that was like a thing online, raiding Area 51, and everyone showed up, and I'm assuming they did not get in, but I wonder what actually, like, happened. Greg says, Phil, are you talking politics? I don't think so. Just said some reality type of stuff. But anyways. Oh, another Geeds. Geeds have been popping off lately from running the Steve and TZ Andy. What do we get on this? With the super chat.
3,706 donated $5 through super chat. Packers Bears beat Lions.
Thank you, Matthew, for the $5 super chat. And we got a Geeds. We got a Geeds. Are those the games that are going on today? Are the Lions playing today? And I didn't even realize / notice. Maybe I won't do this stream later, huh? I'll have to reroute my antenna to the basement here. Wait, what was I doing? Okay. Untold, they're good. Yeah, I think I've watched some of those ones too, yeah. A few different people said that Grizz Vortex can only get 3. Oh, look it up. Let me Google it real quick. How many sockets can Griswold's shield get? Well, that didn't work very good. It says it always comes with 3, so maybe I'm mistaken there. I thought it must be the weapon that comes with different amounts of sockets, maybe. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Titans, Falcons, Chiefs, Seahawks. Appreciate you, George. Oh yeah, T-Foss just said what I said there. Yeah, The weapon is the one I'm thinking of. Appreciate you. Ooh. Wow. Magic find, I'm sitting at 445. 445. I should be higher, but I'm too lazy. There's no topaz here. There's no topaz here. There's no ist here. I really need to get that stuff. I really should. Oh my god. Just pure laziness. I still didn't socket any of that stuff I was talking about that I needed to socket. I should have done that this morning. I kind of forgot, to be honest. One of these days. I got 4 other things I gotta do too. I keep forgetting. Lions are on Saturday, Pathless says. Appreciate ya. Matthew said, hey, it showed up this time. It did show up that time. Once again, thank you for the super chat. But yeah, the Packers and the Bears are definitely not going to beat the Lions. Get out of town. Ever. Those bums. Those bums. Oh, okay. 79 on that. No, but we get another Geets. These things have been just popping off everywhere from TZ Andy for me. Ooh, well. The gold for monsters is what, 5 off of perfect? The MF is 1 off of perfect? Pretty good one. Pretty good. I am actually going to hang on to this one, I think. I don't know, I might have ones that are all better than this, but I'm not sure, so I guess I'll keep it real quick. I'm not going to leave that one down there, don't worry. I'm also mentioning it out loud to remind myself not to leave it there. 40, 15, yeah. Best for mercenary, vamp gaze, cure, or something else. So usually Andaro's Visage with a Ral rune is like the go-to. Vamp gaze isn't bad. Yeah, in general, I don't talk politics, no. But I mean, there's some things that are just objectively true. So when I'm talking about stuff, I just say it. And, Phil Kapanite, I'm not crazy, right? Change your mage fists. Yeah, it would drop me off of the 105 breakpoint, which wouldn't really do a whole. I'd rather have 105 than have from 450 to, you know, or from 445 to 485 MF. That's, in all actuality, that's like a 2% boost or a 1% boost. Good old Ariat's face. Ooh, 157 on the roll. I feel like that's bad. Classically good item, though. Classically good. I do like this champion axe, too, actually. The look of it, the name. Messerschmitt's Reaver. I love the name. Huge max damage, actually. When you're higher level, because of the max damage, it actually does kind of work. I'm not going to say it's spectacular. It's not a grief. But yeah, good old short... Oh, Warbow. I thought it said Ward. Not that it would be that much better, but... Messerschmitt's Reaver. Yeah, that was a... That's got to be a 150 to 200 type of range on an Ariat, am I right? Dimitar Ivanov. Sorry for the pronunciation there, but yeah, I did that. Went about as exactly as expected. I don't remember. I don't know / don't remember as much as those guys do, but It's fun, you know, once in a while. I can't do them all the time, but once in a while. Is Homunculus rare? Not super rare. For the unique necromancer like heads that they carry, it might even be the most common, but it's actually probably the best. So the GG track, says George. Yeah, this is your fave. This is your fave. Leaving the Ariats on the ground is crazy. Not that crazy when I've been playing offline single player for like 5 years. I have an Ariat that has a cham in it, like a perfect Ariat with a cham in it. So good old Guardian Angel, all that max res. This with a Kira's on your mercenary, keep them alive in trap. You know, have a 100 or actually it goes maxes at 90, doesn't it? But 90 res. It's already 15 minutes already. Jeez. Another Sunday. Just rains from the sky, they do. Unearth the wand. Is it going to be the highest level white wand ever? Oh. Requires strength at 25. Perfect roll, Holy Grail. Yeah, that would be much more difficult, to be honest, than an Ethereal Holy Grail, probably. Finding a perfectly rolled, like, Tomb Reaver, like... There's so many things that roll different on it. I forget, somebody might have done it before, like... It's something like 1 in, like, 30,000 Tomb Reavers are perfect or something, because there's so many different rolls and the ranges are so large on them, so it's some crazy number. Smelp says no one has ever gotten one. Oh, couple different things here. We got another Sunday. It's a lightning one, whatever. The Glorious Axe, which I love. Once again, Executioner Justice. 2 of those today, actually. Crazy enough. Winged Knife, Ethereal? No, but Warstrike. With that 50% chance to pierce. A neat little triple drop, I guess. Executioner's Justice, just because it's just such a cool item. Really. Hyphy Gaming, welcome in. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Is it worth using Alibaba for a magic find? So the way I view it, if anyone's ever seen / heard of the diminishing return curve for magic find, I don't really think that at these high levels you really should sacrifice anything to get more magic find. So if you're doing something to where you literally don't have to sacrifice magic find, like let's say you're rocking a Pindlezerker. Let's say you're running Nightmare and Darl against SOJ. Yeah, stack up literally everything. Magic find the maximum you can get, because it doesn't much matter. But not that it's necessarily hard here, but at 450 magic find, going from 450 to like 650, it's actually only like a couple of percents better chance. Like good old mesh boots for those Scorceresses if you need them, with the 5 on the mana after kill. Increase maximum mana, so it's an alright one. You don't care about making up the poison res from the Sandstorm Treks. Heavy crossbow, no. Brad said he looked it up and it's a 1 in 6.5 million chance, essentially. No. Is 150-ish good on the magic find? In general, if I'm unique hunting, that is, I would want to have a little bit more than that. It depends though, just because like if I'm rocking Novasork, just how it works, and it works so quickly, and it's pretty good. It usually falls in at a little bit over 150, I think, if I remember correctly. So, but for most builds, you can usually get more than that. No one uses that, except for Mimi reasons, I guess. I've used it once or twice on random like proc builds I've used, but 150 is not terrible though. The first 100 is the most important. The first 100 magic find like doubles your chance of getting a unique item. It actually doesn't quite because of the diminishing return on magic find, but it's like the first 100% gives you like a 90% better chance of getting a unique item. 150 would probably be something like 140% better chance of getting a unique item. Or 137 or something, you know. Greened item? No! It's right around 450, Greg, is where we're at now, so. What does proc stand for? Proc is like when you hit something and then something happens. Or something hits you and something happens. So if you have like that ring had like a 10% chance of like a level 7 twister on striking. So when you hit it, I don't really know. It sounds like a short for something, but I can't think of what it stands for. My head's not working here. It just means like trigger. Yeah, so I guess that's pretty much what it is. First job, Marcus. Congratulations. Percent rate of cast. So I'm at the 105 breakpoint here for this sorceress. Flanged mace. Nope. Give her a zoom just in case. First ever win force. Congratulations on that one, Kekporowski. Win force. That's a huge one. Hugely cool one. Ooh, got the 2 sockets. So somebody, I think probably Vedic either knew or Googled it. Program. So the PR means, well, P program, R random, O, C is occurrence. Gotcha. Programmed random occurrence. Never is. It just literally is never a Tails amulet. It just never is. Novasork, so fun. No idea what even comes close. Maybe Poison Necro. Yeah, it's pretty wicked for, you know, its little range on the Novas and just flashing everything down. Boo. Oh no, we only have 6 more minutes. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so exciting when Tails drops in the next 6 minutes. It's going to be crazy. Little decapitator, water walks. Things I had back in the day that I was like, oh, this is so sick. Single most difficult thing when I started playing D2R was the understand that elites and exceptional bases are most of the time worthless for casters. So you're talking like for the weapons or something? Yeah, I guess it kind of doesn't matter, right? Good old another one of the Well, that thing and this thing. What is this again? Is this this is a Lazarus one, or is this oh, Andals? Duh. 5% experience gained. The only thing besides, I'm pretty sure that's the only thing besides Annie that has percent experience gained on it in Detour. Yeah, because kind of any of the bases can kind of be good, right? So. Perfect Cranium Basher yesterday, says Marcus. Cranium Basher. S tier name right there. S tier. Runaway says all he found was a set item. Oof. That's kind of like me yesterday, I guess. But can't win them all, right? If you found the best stuff all the time, it wouldn't be exciting when you do find it. Kind of like D3 or D4 and stuff. You know, it's not as exciting to find stuff because you find it so easy. I don't know about nowadays, but that's how D4 was before. So.
Baby 43 donated $2 through Super Chat. Found head death web. So sad had to Charcy. Printer frost.
Printer frost. Jeezy! Thank you for the $2 super. You had to Charcy it, or it must have rolled so bad like you couldn't even use it. Like it was Ethereal D-Web, but it was anti-perfect. Because Ethereal D-Web is such a nasty trophy item. That's up there for nastiness of trophiness. Thanks once again, Jeezy. It must have rolled like real bad, like anti-perfect or something, I'm guessing. Viv said he was 3 minutes behind. Whoopsie. What real words can be spelled with runes? I don't know. Do not know. Jeezy says didn't want to watch it break. Yeah, you don't attack with the D-Web, so it would never break if you used it. So yeah, you generally don't want to Charcy an ethereal caster item because they'll never break. Oh, Merc got murked, I guess. Unique Scourge. Jordan says waiting to identify it. Hoping for that Horizon's Tornado, I bet, huh? Of course, I'm kidding. Best of luck. Imperials might come on. Oh, a Shaco. 138. A good roll on that too, huh? Solid Shaco roll. The only real way to pronounce it. The only real way. I gotta keep going though. Floptar, what's going on? Maybe you can use Cranium Basher on the Druid. Yeah, maybe. Could be one throw on a Fury Druid. I don't know how slow it would be attacking, but Armit. I thought I heard it. Oh, Large Charm. For chumps. Last run, maybe. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm gonna. Maybe I can get down there real quick. We'll battle order up later. I gotta get there first. No! Didn't quite make it. Am I gonna try the Pally for D4? I haven't even played the expansion. Like, I haven't played D4 for so long. Probably not, to be honest. So, Viv says throw it on the ground. I'm probably going to. Probably will. 138's a good roll, though, right? Maybe that's the one we want to keep here. So a strange day for me. I can't stream like 10 straight hours and stuff like that. So I'm actually streaming twice today because I want to hit the TC Andy and the TZ Pits. And then I also want to do the regular Friday night printer stream. So I'm actually going to hop off right now, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll be back on in 2 hours at 6 o'clock. So I'm going to do dinner, relax for a little bit, come back, and we're going to have the normal 6 until 9 US time, or Eastern time, 3-hour Friday night printer stream for your legends. So, with that being said, I'm hopping out. We'll catch you guys all later. Everyone come back. You got to promise. And with that being said, I'll catch you on the flip side. And by flip side, I mean 2 hours from now. Like Netflix, part 2. Exactly.